All right, since there was a little bit of interest in the outboard powered Zippkits Super Sport, decided I'd start putting it together tonight after work. So, first thing it said to do was glue the uh, chine or the frame together here and make it double. Same with your engine stringers here. And then it said to glue the frames 1, 2, and 3 to the board. Well, I decided I would test fit, dry fit the frames, and they didn't quite fit. So what I had to do is I take a file and open this up just ever so slightly, put a chamfer on the wood so that it would go together, and same with put a chamfer down here so on these two. There's a real tight fit. Square edges on wood and does not like to go into holes, so a little bit of a chamfer that goes in with a tight press fit. And then it was so tight here that, like I said, open these up with a little small file, little jeweler's file here, get in there. And then I was able to get in with a bigger file and dry fit everything first. So this is dry fit in, dry fit here, dry fit. These have got to be glued. These have just a little bit of CA on them. So then I'm going to come back in once everything's all glued up on the building board here. We'll take and brush some epoxy around all the joints. Actually, cover everything with epoxy. Real light coat. So right here, gluing one of the stringers together, the engine stringers. I used the Gorilla Glue. You take a wet rag or damp rag, and you wipe the pieces down where they're going to be glued together, and then you clamp them. Now, this is way better than using CA for clamping together, because as soon as you put the CA together, it's stuck. With the wood glue, you have about 5 minutes to work it, get everything square together, clamp it, and adjust your clamp or adjust your wood together to make sure it's all perfectly aligned up as you clamp it. Now, this one had a little curve in it. So I started that end, put a couple of clamps there, left all the clamps in the middle out, got this other end straightened out, and then clamped it, and that took the curve out. Then once you glue it together, it'll be nice and straight. Little wood building boat tricks here. So they leave the keel just slightly proud here of the frames. What you'll do is you take your T-bar sander, and you start sanding your bevel down, and you watch till you get to the middle, until you come down until these fit flush with your frames here. So the keel fits flush. And then this one here is slightly recessed. This one's slightly proud, so that means it's the same recess as here. After that one dries, I'll test fit it, then I'll super glue them together. So, and I took the motor cowl off, wet sanded it. I'm going to see if I can get some primer to stick to this plastic. I don't know if it will or not, but we'll try it. And then I took and measured. There's enough room for a 5692 motor in there. So I'm going to look at getting one of those from Offshore Electrics with the water jacket. Probably a Leopard motor. And it takes an 8mm shaft to drive the outboard here. Here, just excuse my mess here, but let's go grab the outboard. My chaos bench here. So here is, you got multiple mounting holes. You can see that big old 8mm coupling down there. So you take that motor plate off. It's got 3 set screws. And the motor plate slides off. Then you're going to attach your motor and then put it to the coupling. Now, I'm taking that coupling out. Let's see, but that's the midsection lower unit mount. Came with that nice aluminum setback bracket. So it's really not too bad. It's about the same as a TFL scale outboard right now without the motor on it, but it'd probably weigh a lot more than the scale with a 5692 motor sitting on top of it. So there's a quick little update on the Zippkits Super Sport and assembly. Whenever you assemble a wood boat, take your time, dry fit stuff first, then glue it. I'm glad I dry fitted it before I glued it to the board because it made it a lot easier to dry fit separate parts. So there's a quick little update on the outboard powered Zippkits Super Sport. Thanks for watching.